if we know theory, let's do some basic color adjustments, maybe improve some contrast. I choose the simple image with very basic colors, including blue, including green color. So what we could do with curves to improve this simple image, because for me this image looks a bit washed out, a bit dull. So for sure there is some things we could do. I'm just going to open the curves, and I'm not going to start with contrasts because contrast is something I like to work at the very end. So what I would start with, I would go to channel blue. Why I'm going to the channel blue? Because when I look at the grass, it's very simple to work with the grass, pulling color yellow, because grass, especially this one, contains a lot of yellow color. We have ground, so that would be a really nice improvement. And I would start from this point, going a little bit down with the blue curve. And as you can see, this very simple step, it's actually pulling up some light to this front side of the image. And for the sky, I would improve some of the blues. So very, very simple curve. And this image actually has much better colors. Let's go into red this time. And once again, this will be a bit more complicated. The simplest thing would be to pull up some of the reds that way and bring up some cyan from the sky, and that will work just good, because pulling up the yellows over here, we actually colorize the trees, which didn't look well. So I would go with very simple curve over here for the red color. As you can see, sky is still staying nicely blue. I can even give more cyan to it, and also our front has truly beautiful colors. I wouldn't work much with green over here because that would be much more complicated things. The green somewhere here just for the lines actually would be. So I would go somewhere here. As you can see, it's more like mid-tones, and I would go like this, but as you can see, that's quite risky because it's very easily as we have the same tones on the ground. So I would stay, maybe just give few points to the green, and at the end, as a last step, as I mentioned, RGB, working with contrasts, I'm going to do this manually, going down over here and pulling this up. And with these very few basic adjustments, have a look how much we did. It was a bit washed out. As you can see, the colors right now are richer, the image has more contrasts and is more dynamic. So look what you have on the image, look which information you have, so you can easily correct your image with the colors that you have, affect the lights. Of course, always you have to be very careful to not destroy something, but do small steps and everything for your work just will be perfect. And now we will be moving to something maybe more complicated, to different images.